Did you know that as soon as our sensory systems recognize fear, the amygdala goes to work? It alerts the nervous system, which sets the body's response. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline are released. Blood pressure and heart rate increase. We begin breathing faster. This happens through a fascinating biological response. Our brains release a neurotransmitter called norepinephrine, followed by a secondary release of adrenaline, causing a quickened heartbeat, digestion to halt, and sweaty palms, all to ready us for the fight or flight response. It's quite the evolutionary advantage, right? So, fear is not always a bad thing, but what happens when it becomes overwhelming or irrational? Let's dive into that. Fear can come from many places, and it's not always about creepy crawlies or the dark. From the fear of success, often rooted in self-sabotage and mixed emotions, to the fear of failure, which holds us back from taking risks and reaching our full potential. These fears can stem from various sources, such as anxiety, depression, or perfectionism. Then we have the fear of change, or metathesiophobia. This fear is deeply rooted in our evolutionary instinct to prefer routine and consistency for safety. It's a fear that can hinder personal growth and well-being, especially when we're stepping into new phases of life, like graduating from school. Lastly, we can't overlook the fear of the unknown, also known as xenophobia. It's a common fear that can lead to intense distress and anxiety, impacting our daily life. This fear often stems from a lack of information or control, and can manifest in symptoms such as panic attacks and avoidance of uncertain situations. Each of these fears can be traced back to childhood experiences, genetic factors, or mental health conditions. They are all learned emotions, but the good news is they can also be unlearned. Understanding these fears is the first step to overcoming them. But how exactly can we do that? Overcoming fear isn't about becoming fearless, but learning to acknowledge and manage it. It's natural to feel fear. It's an emotion that has been with us throughout evolution, acting as a survival mechanism. But when fear begins to hold us back, it's time we take charge. So how do we take charge? It begins with understanding where your fear stems from. It could be rooted in childhood experiences, or perhaps it's a fear of failure, success, change, or the unknown. Understanding the root cause of your fear is the first step to overcoming it. Next, it's important to identify and challenge any self-sabotaging behaviors. These could be thoughts or actions that are keeping you stuck in the cycle of fear. Do you find yourself procrastinating? Do you downplay your achievements or avoid opportunities for growth? Recognizing these behaviors is crucial in breaking free from fear. Now that we've identified our fears and self-sabotaging behaviors, it's time to visualize success. Imagine yourself overcoming your fears. What does that look like? How does it feel? Visualization is a powerful tool that can help shift your mindset from fear to courage. Of course, managing stress and anxiety is a vital part of this journey. This could involve incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine, such as meditation or yoga. It could also mean seeking support from a mental health professional. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. Lastly, it's important to remember that overcoming fear is a process, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, successes and failures. But with each step you take, you're becoming stronger and more resilient. Remember, fear is a part of life, and it's okay to feel scared sometimes. The important thing is not to let it hold you back from living a happy and productive life. So, take a deep breath, face your fears, and keep moving forward. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. Fear, whether of success, failure, change, or the unknown, is often rooted in our experiences and mental health conditions. But the good news is it can be unlearned. By exploring its origins, identifying self-sabotaging behaviors, and seeking professional help when needed, we can manage our fears and forge ahead. Thank you for watching. Remember, fear is just a feeling, and like all feelings, it can be managed. So here's to facing our fears and living our best lives.